Hello and welcome back to Play PKN, the weekly video bulletin of the top news stories on PKN Packaging News, Australia's media hub for the packaging industry. I'm PKN's publisher Lindy Hewson, and this week's episode is brought to you by Ball and Doggett, Australia's largest distributor of printable materials for packaging and the creator of the EcoPorum by Ball and Doggett platform. Now, as many of you have pointed out to me, yes, there has been a break in transmission for a couple of weeks. I did take a holiday and then I got a bout of COVID, but now that my voice is back, so is Play PKN. So by way of a catch-up, we're going to cover 2 weeks' highlights. We'll start with the big stories from last week. First off, in a major development for the industry, peak industry bodies and packaging manufacturers alike have welcomed the Australian Environment Minister's recently announced plans to implement a collaborative national approach to packaging regulation, along with a focus on design standards and traceability. The country's environment ministers met in Adelaide and have agreed to develop ambitious national targets to protect nature. They've agreed on critical next steps to transition Australia to a circular economy and practical on-ground actions to boost conservation. The ministers agreed that federal government will step up as the new regulator of packaging standards and will mandate how packaging is designed, will set minimum recycled content requirements and prohibit harmful chemicals from being used. They have also endorsed a national traceability framework, which they said will be key to driving the reuse of recovered plastics, glass and other materials into new products, as well as a framework to accelerate product stewardship programs. Well, I think we can all agree that is good news. In other news-making headlines last week, Opal has officially opened its world-class $140 million corrugated cardboard packaging facility in Wodonga. The new fibre packaging facility is equipped with the latest advanced high-speed packaging manufacturing technology, as you'd expect, and has a total footprint of approximately 55,000 square meters, and also features a highly automated materials and waste handling system. The Wodonga facility will process recycled and kraft paper from Opal's Botany Mill in Sydney and Maryvale Mill in the Latrobe Valley. In other plant news, Mondelez International has opened a new $13 million state-of-the-art Schulz automated packaging line at its gourmet food manufacturing facility in Dandenong in Victoria. The fit-out increases production of the brand Olina Bakehouse artisan crackers that range by 35%. Once fully operational, it will produce 250,000 crackers an hour via the plant's 8 production lines. That's a lot of crackers. And then the ABAC adjudication panel has declared the packaging design of the alcoholic beverage Hard Solo has breached the Responsible Alcohol Marketing Code for being too similar to the Solo soft drink. The panel's decision followed the receipt of multiple complaints raising concerns that the brand name and can design of the product strongly appeals to minors. Brand owner Asahi has accepted the judgment and will act accordingly. Then this week, I'm just back from Circularity 2023, which was a 2-day conference powered by Planet Ark's ACE Hub, with knowledge and ideas shared by industry, government and academia in a bid to drive actionable change towards a more circular future. In her opening statement, Dr. Nicole Garofano, who heads up the ACE Hub, set the context. She said for Planet Ark and for everyone in the room, failure in the circular economy space is certainly not an option. She emphasized the importance of face-to-face events for building trust among delegates to drive collaboration towards a circular economy, and indeed the need for cross-industry collaboration proved to be one of the key themes of discussions across the 2 days. As one of the speakers, Samantha Reid of Chemistry Australia, put it, we need an ecosystem of enablers, harmonized to work together and not against each other. Federal Environment Minister Tanya Plibersek weighed in via video feed with a message of encouragement and support for the audience and the wider industry, emphasizing the importance to the government of reducing waste, investing in recycling and reforming packaging design. She encouraged the delegates to share their ideas, experience and capacity to help government realize this vision. Be bold, be practical, be focused. This is critical work and it has the full support of government. That was her strong message. The Australian Packaging Covenant Organisation, meanwhile, that's APCO as we know it, has published its Australasian Recycling Label Consumer Insights Report for 2023, which is its annual benchmarking survey exploring consumer recycling attitudes, beliefs and behaviours in Australia and New Zealand. The report reveals 3/4 of Australians, that's 74% of us, still believe that a trip to the recycling bin is the most impactful thing that we can do for the environment. Regular recycling was voted more environmentally impactful than reusable shopping bags, and switching the lights off and using refillable containers. Those were 61% and 43% respectively. On the report's finding, Chris Foley, CEO of APCO, said, "Understanding the pain points that everyday people are experiencing at the bin is an essential part of building an effective recycling system. 1 year on from the closure of the much-beloved Red Cycle program, it is encouraging to see that Australians still trust and value recycling. For businesses," Foley said, "it's essential we reward that trust by providing accurate recycling information to make the process as simple as possible." Then in another nice little circular story to end with, award-winning family dairy producer Schulz Organic Dairy has now sold 1 million bottles of its milk in glass. To date, the Schulz Milk in Glass initiative, the company's returnable and refillable 1-litre glass bottles, has saved over 40 tonnes of plastic from landfill. Rhima Australia has supplied the bespoke bottle washing system used by Schulz. Over the next year, Schulz Organic Dairy will be undertaking significant upgrades to its factory, machines and processes to ensure its next 1 million bottles milestone is achieved even faster. Well, that's the wrap from me for this week. For more on these and other stories, do head over to our website, packagingnews.com.au. Thank you, as ever, for watching.